What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Nate here from Out of the Basement, joined with Steven.
Howdy.
And where did Justin go? He was just here. Now he's gone.
I don't really care. Fuck my brother!
This is our October Blu-ray update. No digital HD giveaway this month. Sorry. But it's October, so you know what that means? It was boutique horror movie season. As
opposed to any other season.
Yes. As if we don't just buy those throughout the year, but there was a lot of new releases, of course, from Scream Factory. Have some Arrow videos, got some 4K Blu-rays, even have a little bit of anime, right, Steve?
Ooh.
So yeah, it was a good month. We've got lots of, it's not our biggest haul, but it's an important haul. So let's just...
Quality over quantity.
Exactly.
This month.
Let's jump into it, Steve. Why don't you show off your first Blu-ray?
First one I'll keep short and sweet. If you've been watching the Blu-ray updates for a while, you know I've been trying to get Dragon Ball Super, and I got season or volume 3, whatever you want to call it.
Part 3.
Yeah, part 3 of Super. Still haven't actually started watching this, but now I have 1 through 5. So I don't know what I'm waiting on.
Yeah.
Honestly, don't know what the holdup is. But yeah, Volume 3, Dragon Ball Super. Got it used. Didn't buy it new. I've been lucking out.
True.
So Dragon Ball Super.
My first Blu-ray is not 1080p. It's not 720p. It's not 480p. It is a 4K Blu-ray of 2001: A Space Odyssey. And I just popped this in last night. And boy, does it look amazing on 4K.
I bet. Great packaging.
Yeah. I did not expect this movie to be in this kind of packaging when I pre-ordered it from Amazon. I thought that this was just a slip, but it's actually like a...
The digibook case.
Yeah, a digibook case. You've got this...
Nice thick boy.
You've got the actual Blu-ray case right here with the different artwork, which this is great artwork too. Very visually appealing. The white with the orange popping out. And the HDR is crazy. This movie is absolutely awesome on 4K. And then we've also got some goodies in here too. It comes with this nice little booklet, which has just some...
The disc art for you.
Some nice promotional shots in it. Tons of concept art. Tons of goodies in this. And then we've also got some art cards here. And we'll go through those relatively quickly. There you go. All very visually appealing. Looking very good. How exciting is that? And for some reason this set, you know, didn't show up anywhere. So it's kind of like if you got it off of Amazon, good, but if you didn't, I haven't seen it. Haven't seen it in stores or anything like that. And
yeah, come to think of it, I don't think I have either.
So this was a really good set. Surprisingly quality set here. Great movie, of course, Stanley Kubrick classic. Still blows my mind that this movie is from 1968. The picture quality, it looks like a brand new movie on this 4K transfer. I was really seriously impressed with that. Yep. So, what is your next pickup? It's a Stanley Kubrick movie.
I was gonna say. Speaking of which, Stanley Kubrick's A Clockwork Orange in the digibook packaging. I've been wanting this specific release for a while. Mike, who is a Out of the Basement regular, was actually selling this, so I decided to pick it up from him. And of course, it's got the nice write-up and all the artwork, similar to that, except it's in the actual book format. Yeah. And then of course it comes with the DVD and the Blu-ray. Pretty standard art there. So looking forward to giving this a rewatch. I haven't seen it in many years, but this was the first Stanley Kubrick movie I ever saw. Clockwork Orange.
Nice. Next up for me, this is going to start my Scream Factory pickups for the month, which all of these do have their various unboxing close-up looks on our channel. You can check out all of those. I'm sure we'll link them in the description or put some cards up. Do something or other so you can check those out individually. But first up for me is Creepshow, the George A. Romero classic. A wonderful, goofy zany, not to be taken seriously.
But Stephen King's acting is so bad.
Yeah, it's almost like it was on purpose. It's like 5 or 6 short stories all together. They're also, the screenplay was written by Stephen King, and he does act in one of the segments as well. A lot of fun, not particularly scary, but it's a good, creepy, fun time. It also comes with a little booklet about the movie. I flipped through it a little bit more on the unboxing.
And this, correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, but I believe this is Scream Factory's first digipack.
Perhaps.
Style packaging, I think.
I'm not 100%.
Not counting like the Wreck collection or
yeah.
like the Halloween collection, obviously, but
I'm not particularly sure on that, but it is nice to have the thicker, it's almost like the Arrow Video limited edition sets, and I would be down for Scream Factory to do this more often in replace of the exclusive 3-month slip deal. But yeah, this is a nice set right here. Great movie, Creepshow. Steve, your next pickup.
My next pickup is going to be a movie that I already owned on Blu-ray, but I decided to upgrade because I saw this got reprinted, and I'm just now seeing it has a big dent in it, so that's fun.
Yeah, I saw that, and I
didn't realize that at the time, or I wouldn't have picked this one up. But alas, I got the Drive Steelbook. I don't know if you can kind of see it in the light, but there's like a little dent there. It's not detrimental, but
kind of looks like someone stepped on it.
Yeah, it could have been me. I don't know. But yeah, Drive, pretty standard art there. There's the full art. This Steelbook, did this go out of print?
Yeah, I think it comes and goes.
Yeah,
and it also seems to bounce from like the fake retailer exclusive Steelbooks where they're exclusive to a certain retailer for a couple months and then they're exclusive somewhere else, and you're like, I see what game you're pulling.
Yeah. So I saw this at Walmart. So check your Walmarts. I know they've got some. I've got another Steelbook I picked up from Walmart that was out of print.
Yeah.
Or they still might be out of print. Walmart was just sitting on a gold mine, or they just found. I don't know. But anyways, excellent movie. If you haven't seen it, you're doing yourself a big disservice. But yeah, Drive Steelbook.
Next up for me is the 1999 classic House on Haunted Hill. Again, another Scream Factory movie. This is the first time this movie is on Blu-ray in the United States, which is crazy to think about.
The Euros, they just put everything on Blu-ray.
Yeah.
In respect.
But it's taken such a long time to get this movie out on Blu-ray in the United States, and I recently watched it. I watched it on Halloween, and it's just a lot of fun. Yeah, it's not the best. Yeah, you're remaking a classic, you're remaking an original, say what you will about it, but Jeffrey Rush in this movie...
There was that string of reboots of horror movies in the late 90s to early 2000s.
You've got Famke Jensen in this movie as well, and they just turn in really great performances, and the transfer for this movie is immaculate. It is absolutely perfect. Definitely Scream Factory went above and beyond with this release, cleaned it up so well. Not as scary as I remember it being, because this movie, when I was little, actually was one of the first movies I saw that really freaked me out, shook me to my core when I saw it as a little kid. And revisiting it, I thought I was going to have that same experience again, but that's not the case. And there's also a lot of shitty CG in this movie, really shitty CG. So, but beyond that, though, I feel like it's a pretty awesome remake. It kind of does its own thing, and I appreciate that. And Jeffrey Rush kind of just plays like Vincent Price. His name is Price in the movie, and he's got
the pencil thin mustache.
Yeah, they definitely go for an homage in that sense, and I think it really works. And I guess, I don't have the artwork flipped around because it's kind of garbage, but it's the original poster artwork where it says, they'll win $1 million, and it's the bloody handprint with their faces in it. But yeah, just a really solid flick. I had a lot of fun. It's definitely a Nate and Bunt movie.
Mm-hmm. My next pickup is another one from Walmart Steelbook. That would be Game of Thrones Season 2. The Steelbook with the magnet.
With the magnet!
Even though they're starting to put these on 4K, I still intend to try and get the steelbooks, which...
Yeah.
Probably not going to happen, but we'll see.
Well, yeah, because Season 5 and 6 are were Best Buy exclusive steelbooks, and if you've seen the aftermarket price on them...
I've seen it.
That's when I knew that I was not going to finish the collection on steelbook, because I had Season 2, 3, and 4. I sold my Season 1 steelbook, but I had Seasons 2, 3, and 4 on steelbook, but after seeing the aftermarket prices of the Best Buy ones, I was like...
Yeah, Seasons 1 and 2 are not crazy.
Yeah.
And where it starts picking up is 3 and above, I think. Game of Thrones Season 2 Steelbook. Check your Walmarts, people, because they've got some hidden Steelbook gems in there.
Walmart's been going crazy lately with the Blu-ray releases, and I'm down for it.
Yeah.
I'm here for it.
I'm not mad at them about it, that's for sure.
I'm not mad. Next up for me is a... first title that I've gotten from this company. I haven't got a chance to check this movie out yet, and that is Absurd from Severin Films. This is, of course, the sequel to the crazy Italian horror film Anthropophagus. And from what I've heard, it lives up to the title, Absurd. And
I would hope.
Yeah, I'm honestly very excited to see this movie because I love Anthropophagus in its own crazy Italian horror way. So, one day, I feel like this is a movie where, first we'll need to sit down and watch the first one as a group, and then check this one out, because I think these movies are definitely entertaining to watch with a bunch of people.
Yeah.
Next up, from you, Buntaruno.
My next one...
a trilogy.
Yeah, this was actually in the cheap Blu-ray bin.
And I found that for you.
Yeah, at Best Buy, so keep your eyes peeled, people.
Yeah, because this Blu-ray is randomly expensive on like Amazon and stuff.
Yeah, I actually hadn't double checked that, but yeah, I got this, like I said, out of the clearance bin, so it wasn't too much more than $5, I don't think.
Yeah, I think it was $5.99.
So of course I don't even think I said the title.
Yeah, I know.
But of course we're talking about Hatchet 3.
Yeah.
I have the first 3 now, so all I'm missing is Victor Crowley,
which is super easy to find. Cheap.
Yeah, not very hard find for that one, but I've only seen the first one. So I'm very anxious to... I say that about like every single movie. I'm anxious. And
then you just don't watch.
Yeah, I truly am, though. It's like I got so much coming at me at the same time.
I get you. Hatchet 3 is definitely not great.
But... yeah, I mean, it's got Danielle Harris and Kane Hodder. You've sold me.
Yeah.
I don't care what the movie is, really.
Like, yeah, I feel like past Hatchet 1, Hatchet 2, 3, and 4, they're all like... they're not great, but it's just like, if you're a hardcore horror fan, then you're in it. Like, you got Kane Hodder, you got Danielle Harris, you get tons of cameos from, like, Tony Todd. Like, you get the chick from Sleepaway Camp is in Victor Crowley. So it's, like, really just, like, a slasher series for fans of slashers. Yeah. And that's what I am, so.
Yeah. And those types, the slashers that know exactly what they are and who they're appealing to, those are usually the best ones.
Yep. And NECA, let's get a Victor Crowley. We know you watch our videos. I mean, seriously, that'd be awesome to have a figure of Victor Crowley.
So, Hatchet 3 people look in the Best Buy bins.
Got to keep an eye out. You normally think Amazon is where you go for the cheap things, and sometimes they betray you.
Oh yeah.
However, this next one I picked up off of Amazon for a great price, and that is Mario Bava's A Bay of Blood. I have not actually seen this movie, but again, it is one of the very first movies that is sort of credited as, a slasher. It's a giallo movie, but it's one of the very early giallo movies, so a lot of people can trace roots of the slasher genre back to this film. So it's an important one, and I definitely wanted to pick it up because it was so cheap, and it's it's region free. Back when old Arrow Video was putting out region free releases all the time. So you got this one, and it looks great. Looks like a lot of fun. I'm very excited to check it out at some point, as we say with all of our movies that we never check out. So
yeah. So my next one is going to be my first ever Blue Underground Blu-ray, and that is going to be Maniac Cop 2. I actually haven't even seen the first one. I know Bruce Campbell's in it. I know the first one is pretty beloved. And even the second one is pretty well received as far as I know as well. So this was also one that Mike was getting rid of. So I decided to take it off of his hands. And, you know, for the price, you know, we sell each other stuff, or we'll just, like, buy each other lunch or something in exchange for movies and stuff. So, you know, it's an easy purchase. You know,
yeah.
Despite the fact I haven't seen the first one. So,
do you have the first one?
No, I don't even have
okay.
the first one. Obviously, I will eventually. But, again, circumstance.
Yeah.
So, Maniac Cop 2, my first ever Blue Underground. Interested to check out what Blue Underground has to offer, their quality, and etc., etc.
Next up from me is a brand new Arrow video release of a movie that I've always wanted to see but still haven't checked out because I want to watch it together as a group. And that is Torso.
Sounds like a grind band.
Yeah, right? This is a 1973, again, another giallo film, an Italian horror movie right here. Happy that Arrow put this out. This is, as far as I understand in the horror community, it's pretty iconic. Seems to be a pretty popular feature. So I'm excited to check it out at some point, and I'll show off the reverse art. It's pretty unique.
And you did get the first pressing, so you got the booklet in there, right?
So yes, I do have the booklet as well, which again just has, you know, pictures from the movie, and I don't know if there's nudity in here, so I don't want to actually flip to something horrible, but yeah, you know, you got pictures. And then here's the reversible art right there. It's nice, and it's got a nice contrast to it. The red and white sort of really makes it pop. But yeah, I don't know, I've always been curious about this movie. This movie has a Blue Underground release from back in the day. Oh yeah, I forgot about
forget that.
Yeah, my little bonus card here. Fuck. What the fuck?
You can do this.
I'm like having a Buck moment here with that damn slipcase. Torso.
My next one is one that I found in retail stores because for some reason they just decided to start carrying these.
Yeah, out of all the Vestron video releases.
Yeah, and also my first Vestron.
Nice.
That obviously Maximum Overdrive, featuring music, of course, by AC/DC. Check your Walmarts, check your Best Buys because they've got them in there for $24.99. Also, if there's not one around you, go on their website because it's the same price in store as it is the website. I think. Almost 100% positive. Not sure why it wouldn't be.
Directed by Stephen King.
Yes, directed by the King himself.
Notoriously.
And he's also in this movie with Emilio!
Oh, Emilio Estevez.
Emilio Estevez.
Awesome.
Smash that like for Emilio!
Why does the thing on the front of the truck look like the Green Goblin?
It's a spitting image of the Green Goblin.
I really, like, I haven't seen this movie, so I've always... And ever since seeing the cover, I'm like, okay, why does the truck have Green Goblin on the front of it?
Yeah.
I'd really like to figure that one out. I've also heard, I think it was the director of photography, actually lost one of his eyeballs during the filming of this movie.
Great.
Because it was such a disaster, and everyone was drunk and partying on set, and somehow I think a stunt went wrong.
Hell yeah.
Something like that, and he actually ended up losing an eye, so that's kind of horrible.
Here's what I want to know about Vestron. Vestron, I love you. You've put out some great stuff. But why are you the most expensive out of the, you know, various horror boutique companies when your releases are the most bare bones out of all of them?
I feel like it's probably because they're owned by Lionsgate. I mean, I don't know, but...
it just seems like, I mean, obviously it's always packed full of special features, but it seems like when it comes to scans and restorations, they really don't do anything like that. This one says digitally restored, but obviously I feel like if they had really something to brag about, they'd put, like, you know, 2K restored, 4K remastered, whatever. So, what gives?
Next up, I believe we got a double.
We do.
And that is the Halloween 2 Scream Factory Steelbook. Very nice. Yeah, I still have my back piece on as well. You got Laurie on the back. We, of course, did a much closer look at Halloween 2 and 3 on... Oh yeah, we could look at that. You could like connect the image right there. And that's what the lithograph looks like. So, amazing 4K scan of the movie. I don't know if you've popped yours in
No,
yet.
I haven't popped 2 in yet, but I've definitely watched 3, and 3 is great.
Yeah, very crisp, clean transfer for Halloween 2. Of course, this is still the only Halloween 2. That's right, I'm saying it. Still has not been bested by the other 2 Halloween 2s. So, a classic, an original. What is there to really say about this movie that hasn't been said already? You should own the Steelbook.
It's so much better than people make it out to be.
Yeah.
And think it is.
Well, again, I'll say it. People don't like this movie just because John Carpenter says he doesn't like this movie. That's literally the only criticism I ever hear is, well, John Carpenter was drunk when he wrote the movie, so...
Well, John Carpenter doesn't like the Rob Zombie ones, but you hear everybody like, well, 2's actually not that bad. It's the worst Halloween movie there is. So I'll just do the next Halloween Steelbook, because we were just talking about it. Halloween 3. Like I just said, I actually did watch this one. It's a 4K scan of the original negative. And the cinematography was already great in this movie. So if you've already got a copy of this, or you need to upgrade, this is a worthy upgrade to see it in all of its glory. It's beautiful. Beautifully shot. So yeah, Halloween 3, Season of the Witch. Do you love it? Do you hate it? Because I feel like it's one or the other.
Is your only complaint of the movie that Michael is not in it? Because maybe you should open your mind a little bit more.
Yeah, because it is definitely interesting and very original. Keeping the Halloween train rolling, this one is the Halloween 6 VHS slipcover that was in Walmart's, at least some, for only $5.
And I'm holding my invisible copy that Steve got me, but he keeps forgetting to... actually give to me, so
yeah,
I'll CG it in right here.
Here, you can hold the slip.
Yeah.
But underneath it is just the regular unrated producer's cut.
Yeah, it's just the slip cover, which, you can be down for these covers or not. It's really up to you. I think they're charming.
Yeah, I think they're pretty cool. And if you base your opinion on Halloween 6 solely on the theatrical cut and you haven't bothered to watch the producer's cut, I feel bad for you, son. Because I got 99 problems, and Halloween 6 ain't one.
Dude, I love Halloween 6.
It's great. The unrated, the producer's cut's amazing.
Yeah, it actually gives you answers to, like, the cult instead of it just being like...
Yeah, and I'm not a Cult of Thorn hater.
Yeah.
Obviously it's silly, and it's, but they had to try and do something.
Right.
And, I don't hate it. I really don't. I think it's semi-interesting. It's just like they had this pretty good idea and it just did not execute very well at all. Which obviously that was due to such behind-the-scenes insanity.
Agreed.
So, excuses aside, I still love Halloween 6, and the VHS cover's awesome, I think. So keep these coming. I know Target is going to be doing some of their own.
Yeah, the Jaws one looks awesome.
Yeah, let's keep these up. Keep the momentum going.
Steve, we got a double.
We got another double.
Let's do it. And that is Trick or Treat from Scream Factory.
Yes.
How awesome. This movie finally, after years of injustice... Hey, nice. We both have it flipped around here. Years of injustice. This movie's finally gaining a lot of popularity, which I'm very happy about. I always champion this movie on the channel. I literally can't shut up about it. And now I'm having a Bucky moment here with it getting back. Really awesome set here. Got some brand new features on here. It does have a new 2K scan, although it's not advertised on the package, which is a little weird, but on the website it is. You also get those really neat Fear.net shorts from around their Halloween times where they had Sam getting into various trouble throughout the Halloween season. Let us know, though, in the comments if your disc is scratched like mine is. Did you ever check your disc?
No, let's do that right now.
Let's do a live disc check.
Yeah.
And what is up with the cheap Blu-ray case for this release, too?
It's their
oh, yeah.
facility.
Yep.
Yeah, it's scratched.
Your disc is definitely scratched, too. Luckily, it seems to be mostly on the inner circle, which doesn't affect playback at all, but how did Scream Factory let this happen?
Yeah. With
so many people's discs being scratched, this shitty fucking Blu-ray case that feels like it's one of those, you know, buy a fucking 20 of them off of Amazon for $10.
Yeah.
So I do have some minor gripes with this set, but overall, great slip. You can see the poster behind me too. You can see part of it at least. I did get the poster with this release, but yeah, great movie. Love Trick or Treat. And that is all my Blu-rays. You got 2 more though.
I got 3 more.
You got 3 more?
No, 2 more. You're right. I can't count.
Yeah, you got glasses on and you're still blind.
Yeah, still blind. So the next one is a Scream Factory Exorcist 3.
Nice.
I was happy to find one with the steel book.
With the steel book.
Yes, with the slip cover. I've never seen Exorcist 3. I don't even think I've seen the first Exorcist all the way through because it's so damn long. But of course, this is a 2-disc version, and I do have it flipped over to the original artwork on this side. So it's got a 2K scan. Of course, Brad Dourif. Charles Lee Ray himself is in this movie.
The Gemini Killer.
Yeah.
Yeah, this also comes with, I think this is the first time the director's cut of this movie has ever been released on DVD or Blu-ray, which I've heard is significantly better than the theatrical version.
And a lot of new features as well. A lot of new stuff.
Your final Blu-ray, Steve.
Speaking of Brad Dourif and Charles Lee Ray,
the old Bratty boy.
Got the limited edition Chucky the Complete Collection Child's Play through Curse. And
nice.
This is not obviously the new one that came out that looks like the Good Guy doll packaging. This is the big fold out like TV season style. And it's got the bonus features on each disc, the specs. None for 2 and 3. 2 is so good. I think that's my favorite Child's Play movie. So it's kind of disappointing that there's no special features. But 3, I could care less about special features. It's not very good. So the rest, it looks like they're pretty much...
Looks like there's a lot of features for Seed.
Yeah, Seed, I know they have...
it's a little sus.
Yeah, they had... I forgot on the DVD, there's like some like meta special features where like Chucky is the host, or like he's the... Like they're going through their family slideshow of pictures. Or that might have been in the credits of the movie. I don't know, but... Anyways, I know there's some really, really crazy ones for Seed of Chucky. So there's all 2, 4, 6 discs. I'm drunk. I've had a few drinks. I broke edge. No, I'm just joking. But I didn't. The only one I had on Blu-ray was the first one, because obviously I've got the Scream Factory of Child's Play. And I did have Curse, but I decided to pick this up, and I was like, I'll sell Curse then. No need to keep that one.
You still don't have Cult?
No, I don't have Cult, because I'm not in love with it. I'm not in a hurry to buy Cult, to be completely honest with you.
I'll defend Cult.
Yeah. It's good. It's fine, but you know I don't.
No, you're
like
hating on it.
You know what? Fuck Curse or Cult. I don't know what's going on. Anyways, Chucky the Limited Edition Collection on Blu-ray, and that is my final Blu-ray.
So that was all of our Blu-rays from October. What did you pick up throughout the month? Of course, we'd love to know what you got. Of course, you can check out closer, more in-depth looks at all of the Scream Factories, all of the new Scream Factory releases, I should say, because we did unboxing videos where we take a little closer look at them. Those will be in the description, at the end of the video, somewhere. So check those out if you want a closer look at any of the new releases. Of course, if you enjoyed this Blu-ray update, make sure to leave a like on the video. Subscribe if you are new. We're always doing Blu-ray unboxings. We're talking about action figures. We're showing off our Blu-ray collection. So, of course, I'm Nate. I'm joined with Buck.
See you later.
And we will see you guys next time on Out of the Basement.